Hi and welcome back to the FreeFormKnits Youtube channel. I'm Haxann Evers, Knit and Crochet FreeFormKnits Crafting. Let the the design. All the places you can find me will be right down below this video. In today's video, I have a yarn haul, and it's all worsted weight yarn. So I went shopping at Hobby Lobby to get some. Mostly, I needed 2 skeins to finish a project, and I kind of bought more because that's what you do. I have a lot of ideas for sweaters. It's that time of year where it's sweater weather, and I'm wearing all my sweaters I've made over the last couple years, and I want to make more. So I got a bunch of yarn to make some of those sweaters. Most of them I have an idea of what sweater I'm going to do. Others I just got to have a sweater quantity, so when the right pattern comes along or I have inspiration, I have the yarn to do that. So I'm just going to show you what I got. I changed the angle because I don't think the light was doing the yarn justice, so I thought I could sit comfy on the couch, but I can't. I'm gonna sit right here on the floor because the light will be better. So this is the yarn I got, Yarn BID in the Rosewater colorway. It's this pretty shade of pink. Light's not much better, but we're going with it. It's kind of close. It's like this purplish pink, and it's just so nice, and it's almost a neutral. Like, it's not like a bright pink, which I did get kind of a brighter pink too. But I just love this color, and I can't wait to finish that cardigan. I got 2 more skeins of Yarn BID, and this is in the Bluestone colorway. So I have approximately less than 2 skeins of this already in my stash, and the plan for this is actually to make a blanket. Maybe. Like, that's kind of why I bought it. This is really pretty garter stitch blanket that as a free pattern, I think by Knit Picks. Part of their like 12 weeks of free patterns, something like that. And it's made of these garter stitch squares that you knit 4 of them, like almost like a dishcloth. You increase out and then back down and make 4 of those. And they did it out of this tonal yarn, and it's super pretty. My only fear of making that is that when I make those squares, especially out of acrylic yarn, they kind of are wonky. So I feel like if I made a blanket like that, it wouldn't block out quite right, but maybe it wouldn't matter. I don't know. And plus there's the reality of making 4 big garter squares. So I don't know, that's kind of why I bought it. But I can make a blanket out of it even if I don't use that pattern, and it's just such a pretty blue. So I got those 2 skeins, and then I got keeping with the blue theme. So I got 3 sweater quantities of I Love This Yarn. And I Love This Yarn is just 100% acrylic yarn. That's the label. I got 3 skeins in this Arctic Ice colorway. This very nice pale blue. And then I have to reach past to get them. They rolled away from me. So I got 3 of those. I got 3 of Rosy Cheek colorway, which I'm pretty sure I have a cardigan out of this, but it's not one that I wear and that I'm thinking of frogging. But I did get more of it because I like pinks and blues. That tends to be what I go for. So I got these 2 sweater quantities. These come in 200 gram skeins, so it's basically 6 skeins. So it should be good for either a knitted or a crocheted garment. There's a pattern by Grace for the Frills. I think it's done side to side. It's like a almost cropped pullover. It's got a V-neck, and it looks really fun to do, and so I'm going to make that out of either the pink or the blue. I'm not sure which one yet, but I got those. I basically got just blue and pink in different brands. If you like a color, you like a color, you know? That's all that matters. And then I'm making a sweater right now that I needed yarn for. I had some of it in my stash, only like a half a skein. So I started it, but then picked up more to go with it, and it is I Love This Yarn in the light gray. And I really only needed 1 because I think I'll have enough, but I did get 2 because better to have too much for a sweater than too little, as I've found out, because it took me so long to... This is like a really popular colorway, I guess, because I went to Hobby Lobby twice and couldn't find it because it was sold out, but now I got it. So Better to have too much than too little. And then the last sweater quantity I got, which I'm really kind of excited about. I think I know what this will be. It's this right here. And it is Yarn Bee Soft and Sleek Low Pill Fiber. I've worked with this yarn before. I think I made a sweater out of it that I ended up giving away because while I enjoyed making the sweater, I didn't enjoy the shape of the what I made. But I do remember love working with this yarn. I got 5 skeins of this because it only comes in 114 grams. It's just 100% low pill acrylic, and it is the colorway Purple Gray Multi. I think this will be very interesting to see how it knits up on a big sweater circumference. Like I really don't know how it's gonna work out, but like maybe it might pull a little, or if I alternate skeins, I don't know if I want to alternate skeins. It's kind of a chore for me to alternate skeins, but I don't know. But I do love how it looks, and I can kind of envision how it will knit up, but it will probably be a complete surprise. So I'm thinking with this, I will make the Southwood Pullover, I think it's what it's called. It's just like a very simple, classic pullover, very clean stockinette. I believe it's top down, I hope it is. I'm like fairly certain it's top down. And it's got this great crew neck that I love. So, and it looks really open and loose in the pattern, which I need for my neckline. So I think I'm either gonna make that out of this or this. I'm really torn because this will really show up very well, but this would also be so like sleek and clean as a simple, I don't know. Just, this is why I typically don't buy sweater quantities unless I have a sweater in mind. But then I run into the problem, I find a sweater and have to wait to get yarn for it, like the right opportunity to get yarn for it, which is not fun because you just want to, when you find a sweater you want to cast on, you just want to cast it on. You don't want to think about, you don't have to want to wait until you can get the yarn. But then if you buy too many sweater quantities, you might not have, you still will have to wait because you want to get the right yarn for the right project. It's such a hassle, but it's a fun hassle. So these are my sweater quantities. Should keep me busy for a while. I do have to find out where to put it on my shelves because my shelves are looking a little bit messy. A little bit, not the cleanest area behind me, but I'll organize it. I'll figure it out. I'll probably cast some new things. That concludes this little yarn haul video. Like I said, I do have to find a way to fit this all on the shelves. That's it for this video. If you enjoyed, be sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos. And also stay tuned for my podcast coming this week where you will probably find out what projects I started and I'm using this yarn for. Thanks and happy crafting!